everybody.
Hello.
And then a wave. I saw that wave. Yes. Unfortunately, Jacob could not join us this evening. He is under the weather, but don't worry, folks. We have somebody here joining us. Jeff is here, or just Porkchop, as we'll call him for the rest of the episode. Is here.
Yes, Porkchop will not be silenced.
He will not be silent.
So, Jeff, watch out, because apparently the Porkchop roll is cursed. So, good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the ominous warning to start off the episode. That is great.
Right. A nice warm
I'm
welcome.
excited to meet expectations in playing Porkchop.
I'm checking Noah right now for hurricanes.
Right. And by meet, he means MEAT.
I do now.
All right. So, Jeff, tell us about your gaming experience and where people might know you from, all that kind of stuff.
People may know me from disappointing them in my life. No. Gaming experience. I came up playing Magic the Gathering and a bunch of online games. I'm just old enough that I was around at the beginning of a lot of them. So, I was City of Heroes right when City of Villains just came out, back in the day. And I was playing Magic the Gathering when the second or first expansion came out. And, I came up in the days of Dungeons and Dragons being the devil's curse and people being afraid of it. Not my parents, they cared less so. But and then I fell out of it for a bit, and then I'm happy to be back into it a little bit, touching my toes back in on this. But I can tell you, every time I go back to the comic book store, I drift over to the tabletop section to see what's happening. And then I go, oh, that's really cool. And then I go pick up my comics and I leave. But I'm a bit of a voyeur on it, so I have looked at it for a bit. And then where people may or may not know me is I'm a stand-up comic. And I also just put out my first comedy special, which I believe, Gary, you have watched.
I have.
It's on Amazon. So.
What? That's cool.
Dude, that's very cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Way cool.
So I thought it was going to be required viewing for everybody before the podcast today, but no, we decided against that. Okay, that's cool. All right.
We didn't get the memo.
That was lost in my rider. All right, that's
I can't do everything. Sorry.
What's the name of the special?
Comedy special is called Fatty Gay. And it is, I think, worth twice as much as it cost. It is $2.99 to rent it, and it's easily $6 worth of laughs, I would say. Easily. So you're getting twice your money's worth.
I just don't want people to think we had Jeff Dunham on here, because that guy's he's not the best.
No, although he is highly successful and paid. No, there are no puppets in my special, I promise. It's just me complaining.
What about racism? Is there racism in there?
What about...
Obviously.
Yeah.
I am from Florida.
Oh, no, I was born there, too.
His puppets aren't all just racist. There's the old misogynistic one, too.
Yeah, I mean, no, his puppets cover all of the issues, 100%. So my curiosity is, where is everybody here located? Do you guys, are you from the same area, or did you just find each other online? I want to know the bare minimum information on that.
Bare minimum, well, we're all in the DFW Metroplex. But no, Phillip and I started this show together in 2019. We were part of the original cast. So we consider ourselves the co-founders of the show. And then the original group that we had, 3 of the members had to leave for family reasons. So we brought on these other guys here. Gary has been friends with Phillip for many, many years.
Gosh, like
brought him
25
on.
years almost.
Yeah. And then John and Keith, I know through softball.
Oh, nice.
So Jeff has also been a softball player as well.
I also played, so I was in the World Series out in Dallas many, many years ago when I was younger, thinner, and better at it.
I was there, but I don't remember seeing you. That could have just been because the rain was obscuring everything.
I was going to say, were you there for the rain one? Because that sucked.
The one before that.
I was the one. I think I was there the one before the rain one.
Okay. Whew.
That was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most recent one, the whole week it just rained.
Right.
So all the games had to be moved to turf fields, and we went to 30-minute one-pitch games.
Oof.
It's swing, hit, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever had the better pitcher won.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to take that pitch, you better make sure it's a ball.
So how long ago was the rain game?
What year was that?
I just like that y'all have like a fabled, like, you guys remember this time? Everybody's like on the same page about it.
I don't remember what year.
It had to be in the last 5 years because I was there, had to be 6 or 7 years ago because I did Dallas and then I did Portland before I retired for a bit and came back.
Yeah, Dallas was before Portland.
Yeah, I did those 2 each in a row, and then I had taken some time off after that. I took about 5-6 years off, so that had to be the time I was there was probably like 8 years ago, 7-8 years ago type thing. So the rain one would have been 2-3 years ago, I would probably guess.
Rain one was 2022.
Nailed it.
Yep. Fun times, fun times. So don't y'all, Phillip and Gary, feel like you're missing out on the rained out softball?
Yeah.
Oh, and this year the series is in Houston.
It is in Houston this year.
It is.
What time of year is this again?
This year will be the last week of September.
Oh, that should be nice and humid for y'all.
Yeah.
About 2
It's funny
degrees.
because with that last week in September, it could be nice and cool, or it could be like, still just
as hot.
kicking.
Yeah. And it could change throughout the week. So, gotta love Texas weather. Jeff also has a show coming up in Dallas. Was that June when that's happening?
June 7th, I'll be in Dallas.
June 7th.
Yeah, June 5th, I'm in Houston. June 7th, I'll be at the Dallas Comedy Club. Headlining again at the Dallas Comedy Club for a one-nighter. So it was fun the last time. And this one, hopefully it's different stuff. So since the special came out, I'm kind of working on the next special. So this kind of the next hour I'm working on. So you should get to hear some new things in it.
How long you been doing comedy?
It's coming up on 11 years this year. It'll be 11 years mid-year. So it has been fun. Met a lot of nice people and get to travel all over and have a good time with it. So it's always interesting where people recognize me from because the problem with comedy is you have to put out so much social media content to get people to care about you, which, as you guys get, is a commitment.
Yep.
Remember the first time I did a show in Dallas, I do a show online called Beer with a Queer, where I try new beer and I talk about whatever's on my mind. And there was a handful of people there who only knew me from Beer with a Queer. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Okay.
I mean, that shows how I found you too. So
that's and there was a guy on the show with me who, when I met him, he was like, "You're Beer with a Queer," and I was like, "I'm Jeff." And we're on the show together. And he's like, no, you're Beer with the Queer. I was like, okay, I have a name, but that's fine. So it's cool. It's cool how people find you and how people know you and what connects. Yeah, because you were saying, did you tell me, Gary, that when you were coming out, did somebody come up to you at softball and was like, hey, do you want to go see the Beer with the Queer guy? Or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Softball and TikTok. Yeah, never know. So yeah, enough about Jeff. What's everybody else been up to?
Thank God.
Trying not to freeze.
Yes, that.
Absolutely.
It is an Arctic tundra right now in Dallas.
Yeah, that's annoyingly cold from what you're saying.
Yes, it is. Especially since last weekend? It was in the 80s.
The swings out there, jeez.
Uh-huh. We had a 40-degree temperature drop in one day. And now it's let's see. It's currently, according to my watch, it's 23 degrees, but the wind chill is what's going to get you right now. Let's see what it says. Wind chill is 3 right now.
Nope. I don't like that at all. There's not enough numbers in that temperature. Nope.
Yeah.
And that's Fahrenheit for our international listeners. So 3 degrees Fahrenheit. So
I'd rather it be 103 degrees than 3 degrees.
Well, no, wait a minute.
Any day. Give me 103 over 3.
I don't know. I prefer colder to hotter because I can only take so many clothes off, especially legally. But I can always add more.
The show changed yet again.
Yep.
We went out and played pickleball last night when it was 20 degrees. So that was
Why?
fun.
Did you do it outside?
Yeah, we did.
Well, did you lose a bet?
No, but it was fun to just try to peg the shit out of people while it was super cold.
Oh, I bet.
Here, have a frozen ball.
Stings.
Oh, I busted front knuckle of my friend and busted that shit up. So that was fantastic.
How nice of you.
Yeah.
Taking notes, don't play pickleball with.
Right.
Actually, we already have played before. So.
Yeah, I already played pickleball.
That's true. Yeah.
Did you kill them, Keith?
No, it was for my birthday, so I was super nice.
Oh, it was your birthday. You don't need to be nice on your birthday.
But no, we had a bunch of people come out and play pickleball, even though, a lot of people hadn't played before, just played like once or twice. So we had like a bunch of people out and just playing around. It was a lot of fun. Have you picked that up, Jeff? Pickleball?
I have
the rage.
yet. So I used to play tennis growing up, and I have yet to actually play pickleball. I recently got back into playing basketball, in which I, within a couple weeks, injured my knee, and I am out again from doing anything because I'm apparently not 20 years old anymore, and I shouldn't be playing basketball. That's a bad idea.
I was going to say basketball is definitely a young man sport, but pickleball, it's a medium to old people sport. So
that sounds like my level right there. I need to get into. I was just disappointed in pickleball because there aren't actual pickles. I feel like that was really overrepresented in it. But I have friends that play and they love it. So
it's a good time.
It is fun. It's a fun game. One of the other leagues that we play in, because John, Keith, and I also play cornhole in another league, and they've now announced a pickleball league too with them. But it's on Sundays when we play softball.
I'm well aware of the Dallas Cornhole League that I continue to hold a grudge against. So last year I got my first headlining spot at the Dallas Comedy Club,
Yes.
and I hit up a bunch of online friends I have that, I'm like, I'm coming out to do comedy. We get to meet in real life, not just chat online. Come out to the show. And the amount of them, it was like probably 5. The amount of them, I'll speak dramatically on it. The amount of them that were like, oh, we have pickleball tonight. And I was like, no, we have a cornhole tonight. Oh, we can't. We have cornhole. So I was out on a Thursday. That's when your league is, right? Yeah, because I remember because I hold a grudge against it. So, yeah, the amount of people that were like, oh, can't come. I know you drove all the way out here, but can't come see you because, cornhole. I'm going to let it go eventually, but
no, you're not.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, we at least skipped and came to see you.
You did. Yes. But
so here's to sexual innuendo.
I was going to say, that's why I was left all alone.
Yep. We made you play.
that may have been my fault.
They're like, yeah, we all can't be here. Sorry.
But I still hold a grudge on, I'm not going to name names, but like Russ and Joey in particular. I'm just saying there are people in Dallas that I will hold grudges against.
It's fair.
It's understandable.
It's for, recreational cornhole. How serious can it be? Some of them do take it pretty seriously. We don't.
Hey, we did better this year than we did last.
It's true. We've had our ups and downs in seasons. Like seasons where we'll finish the regular season in third, then get into the end of season tournament, and we lose in the second round. We did that 2 years in a row.
Yeah, Phillip, no pickleball, no cornhole, no softball for you?
No, I'm not a participator in things.
I've always liked that about you, Phillip. I've always liked that about you.
I am, what's it called?
Avoider.
Anxiety. Anxious, that's it. So I don't usually do the sports stuff.
I don't blame you. If my knee is an example, stay away from it. Exercise and sports can only injure you.
Yeah, no. And I got bad knees. That too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't... No activities for me. I like activities like this where you roll dice.
There you go.
Just wait till you get that, dice rolling injury.
Right.
Carpal tunnel's on its way, but...
Yeah, it's fair. And we're getting you more social by doing the conventions and all that and making you talk to people.
Yeah.
Oh, my man loves it out there.
I can. That's where I turn on my customer service voice and hide behind a table. There's still space,
Mm-hmm.
And you just say the same thing over and over again.
That's fair. I was really the one that had to panic last time because I had to lead the panel in the last one.
You did really good, though, and I definitely would have not been as comfortable or smooth as you were. I was I was impressed.
Thank you. It helped that, I've had practice with doing this, so leading the panel felt kind of like I was doing this.
Which, are we doing another one?
The Dallas Fan Expo is coming up. I think it's over the weekend of Philip's birthday. I've submitted our application. Just waiting for that to get approved. But I've started seeing the guest announcements coming out. So we will see. Hopefully. Because they're fun. I've enjoyed doing them. And we get more listeners from it. So.
They're fun to meet with people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but the last one was the best because we were off in that room on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
Not that many people came through.
But we did meet the guy that actually had listened to the show and wanted to talk about episodes. So that part was cool. And then the one random guy that was from... now I'm forgetting where he was from. I feel bad. It was an Asian country.
That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted to talk about fantasy books and what our favorite was and all that stuff.
He was from Laos?
Was it Laos? I don't remember. I feel bad. But we met a lot of people that day.
If you're listening, sorry.
If you're listening,
write us and we will correct it. Let us know.
Just email us and remind us.
Much better saying you don't remember than just guessing random countries hoping to get it right.
Right, exactly. I'd rather say I don't know than just make stuff up. But, yeah.
Especially guessing countries and somebody's like, that's not even an Asian country, man.
I was about to say, yeah.
Did I say soy sauce? No.
Like, Chechnya is not in Asia?
It sounds like it. Just...
We're Americans. We're bad at geography. Sorry.
Not as bad as some of the population.
Yeah, that's true. I actually did pay attention to geography.
Yeah. Actually traveled to some of these places. But yeah. So yeah, speaking of traveling,
7 of 10. 7 to 10 on that one.
Yeah. I started it, and I could have committed more to that. I feel like I could have committed there. Speaking of traveling, you guys are still now traveling in the sewers under Califas to head toward the Vampire Underground. Who remembers what happened last time? Nobody got it.
Porkchop drank a drink.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was a bad drink.
He do be
Yeah,
drinking.
And
We
Jeff,
were
you remember
fighting
what
some
happened last
vampires.
time?
His guess is as good as ours.
My
Right.
memory is fuzzy due to whatever I drank.
That's fair. That's how it usually works. Drink stuff, brain fuzzy.
I remember that her vampire thralls or whatever were turning on her,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
and
So,
she wasn't sure why. I feel like
correct.
But she
Yeah,
wanted us to go see someone about it.
She did. And the two of you were heading down here to see anyway. You were heading to see Luvic, who is the head of the Vampire Underground. And Merrick is one of his generals or security guard, whatever. She's protecting the way down, and you've befriended her. So,
I found my notes.
uh-huh.
Porkchop got grappled and vial broke. Merrick
Porkchop
is
got
down.
grappled could be literally any session.
Any episode.
Merrick is down apparently.
But yeah, she got punched in the face.
Yes, and Porkchop is all veiny and foamy and needs a fortitude save.
Trying to remember if
So-
we did the fortitude save or not.
We did not. We were going to hold off
No.
on it till
So
next
that was
time.
a cliffhanger. Mm-hmm.
Does Porkchop live? This may be a short episode, Jeff.
Yeah, we could just kill him off and
I know. Wait, were we just trying to see if I was worth keeping on or not before we did this fortitude save, or
Depends
we're
on
like,
the
let's
dice.
see who we get?
yeah, we'll see how this goes. Trying to remember what the fortitude save was even for, because I don't have that written down.
Let's
Go
go
me.
get the vial of.
Yep, that's right. All right, so with that, I'll have Jeff have you roll a fortitude save for me. Sorry, Porkchop roll fortitude save.
Yes. So, if I don't actually have any dice,
That's tough.
We do have digital dice.
In
On the left
roll
pane.
20.
Yeah.
oh, there we go. Dice. Boom. Roll. What am I rolling? D20.
Yeah, just click the D20, and then on your character sheet, you'll go to Fortitude, and wherever has the...
Yeah, I have a fortitude is a +8, and I rolled a 17, so that puts it at a 25. Boom.
The show goes on.
Porkchop, make this Fortitude save, fighting off whatever toxin this is that's coursing through his body, and he collapses.
Okay, it may have been a short show.
I didn't say he's dead, I said he collapses.
Can we poke him with a stick?
Yeah, roll to poke with stick.
Do something.
Do something. Yeah, you can poke him with a stick.
Yes, I mean,
Diego
obviously, Thwip's going to be concerned because that's his little buddy. And so he's going to... Well, he's already standing right beside him. What does he see?
I mean, you see
Like,
Porkchop
is he foaming? Is he
laying on the floor. He's not really foaming anymore. You can still see like some of that dried potion like on the side of his mouth. But yeah, he's not like foaming or anything. The veins have kind of started to go away. But he just looks like he's knocked out.
Can we do some sort of like heal check or anything to shake him or try to wake him up?
You can.
Heal.
19 heal check. He still appears to be breathing, still alive. He's just unconscious, almost like in a deep sleep.
Gonna sense motive to see if he's messing around with us.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Natural 1.
Is he still
He's
with
fooling
us?
around.
He's faking
Hey,
it for
get-
attention.
Yeah. Oh, I heard him cough. I think he's gonna be okay.
He gets a little, leg kick every once in a while. Twitching every once in a
Diego
while.
will look down and say, "Are you all right, my friend?"
No response because he's unconscious.
I don't know.
You can hit him if you want to.
All right, I search his body for the wand.
Okay.
So that I can use it to heal him.
All right. You can take your time to find it. You don't really have to roll to search. It's not like he's going to fight you.
All right. Then I'm going to use a charge of this wand that I found.
Hope it's the right one.
Does this stick do something?
Well, I mean, he's got 3, right? He's got a light, moderate, and serious. So, can I roll a d6 and see which one I pull?
Sure.
I pulled the light.
The cure spell one of the spells that you can cast?
Shut up.
These are the things
Let
we
me
need
do
to
it.
know.
Uh-huh.
No, I can't. I can't cast the cure spell.
I mean, you can try
neither can
use
Diego.
magic device.
You're screwed.
Oh, use magic device?
Mm-hmm.
I can do that.
It's like DC 20 or 25, I think.
25? Well, I got a natural 20, so...
All right.
There you go. So, I cure him to wake him up, and that is 1d...
All right. So you zap the frog, and he springs back to life.
It's 1d8 plus the level. What is Cure Room's level?
Cure Light is just
Yeah.
level 1.
All right, well then he got 2 points, because I rolled a 1.
So he wasn't really down hit points. He was just unconscious. But he got those points back if he needed them.
That didn't help? I'm all out of ideas. Put him in the sewer water.
I already said he sprung back to life. He's alive. I mean, he's awake.
But he's not awake.
He's awake. You zapped him.
I'm up. I'm good, guys. I'm good.
You seem to have a frog in your throat. You sound different.
Again.
Yeah.
Let this be a lesson. Careful what you drink.
Or careful what's forced down your throat.
I was going to say, you're taking shots from a friend. Or not
Yes.
friend. So
What about
can
this
we turn...
lady that's knocked out?
I mean, she is unconscious and injured.
The only one that can really help her, though, is Porkchop.
Mm-hmm.
Because cure spells hurt her, right?
Correct.
So he needs to cast the what's it called? Inflict wounds on her.
I think Quinley also has a inflict. Doesn't he? Maybe a
Yeah,
potion.
Quinley
he
has some inflict.
Who's playing Quinley this week?
I was just looking at that. Looks like for this episode, Phillip is playing Quinley.
All right, Blay. All right, I guess
This group likes to pick up strays.
Yes. So Quinley is going to give her a potion of cure or inflict wounds. I don't have his sheet. What is it? Is it light, medium, dark?
You should have it on Hero Lab. I transferred control to you.
Okay.
But it is, if I can find it. Well, he may have already used it because he doesn't have it in his gear.
So he gave her a swig of his flask.
Cat's grace.
No, it's his
Oops.
little flask of drunk blood that he keeps on him.
So with that, he would need Porkchop to use the inflict spell. Or, she's unconscious. She does need healing, but she's unconscious. You could just try a heal spell or a heal.
So, yeah, I can do, because I have under spells the Merciful Healer.
I believe that's a feat. Merciful Healer. I'm pulling up her character sheet right now so I can look.
It's literally the first thing listed under spells. I'm just throwing that out there.
Merciful Healer. There's True Healer. Alright, so Porkchop spells. I can do Inflict Light Wounds, Inflict Moderate, Inflict Serious, inflict critical. Yeah, now I'm curious what that said on the character sheet that I sent you. Under spells, what's abilities and gear? Oh, Porkchop cleric. Yeah, it's the type of cleric you're playing. It's your class archetype, basically.
Got it.
So you've got an extra focus on healing spells, so they're more potent. So yeah, you can either do one of those to heal her back some, or you could just use your skill check, the heal skill, to try to wake her up. If you have anything like smelling salts, anything like that, you could use that to try to wake her up.
You guys want me to try my heal skill to try to wake her up?
No, because we need her to fight, so she needs points back. Just go ahead and inflict wounds or something.
It does seem counterintuitive, I'm not gonna lie.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it, right, Queenly? Yes, that's how you do it.
She needs the points back. 1 point.
2 point.
Pathfinder with a count.
So, I would, if you're going to use one of the spells, I would only use like the inflict light, because she's not that far down hit point wise. She was just knocked unconscious with the punch.
Oh,
Yeah, it's something that you can use without causing a drain on yourself.
Yep.
Got it. So, you guys good with me doing inflict light then?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So, what am I rolling for that?
For that one, it would be 1d8, and then you're going to add plus
1.
5, I believe,
Oh, wait, you're right.
because you're casting the spell. I think 5 is the max on that.
All right. Rolling a d8. I rolled a 6, and then that's a plus 5. That would be an 11.
So 11 points of infliction to her. And she wakes up. What?
They grappled the frogman and gave him some poison, and now he sounds different.
And you took a punch pretty badly, my friend.
Yes, this is what I get for transforming a monk into a vampire. What do you mean the frogman was given a...
It was like a little vial, and he drank it and he started foaming at the mouth and all that. He got all veiny, and then he got knocked out too. Do you know what that was?
I do not. Did you... were you able to identify whatever this poison was?
No.
Do you know it's coursing through your veins?
Yes, I do not remember much.
Would Porkchop know if it was affecting him? Yeah.
Is there a way I could try to, like, sense for any traits from poison that I might know?
You could do a heal check, which is that skill. You try to determine that.
Sure, so let me go ahead and do a heal check so I can try to figure out what I was drinking.
Okay.
See if anything comes back to me. Alright. So, heal check is a skill. What am I rolling for a skill? Sorry, guys.
Be a d20 for just about everything. Except for
Everything's foggy for me. I just got woken back up. So I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
And you have a...
So my memory's coming back. Great.
Uh-huh. It's a natural 20, and it looks like you're a heal skill. You have a 20 bonus on that, so that's a 40. It doesn't taste like any poisons that you would have known or treated. This tastes more like a potion.
So I do remember while we were fighting, the lackey that made him take it said something like be free from their control or something like that. So it was something to do with the breaking of the vampire curse and being controlled, I think.
But he wasn't being controlled by the vampires, right?
Right. But I don't know if the guy knew that because we were with her and thought we were maybe one of her lackeys too. I'm not sure.
Or maybe Thwip was controlling him.
That's true.
Oh, we're just buddy. Yeah,
Did you give him
I
a
got my
potion
control
of?
over him, but I don't got control over him. You know what I mean?
Did you give him a potion of Stockholm syndrome?
Well, my friend, if you're feeling better, perhaps we should continue on. We need to find this Ludwig guy.
Yeah, I know. I seem to be feeling better. Although, still a little foggy, but
Still a little froggy.
it's a little froggy.
Watch out for that tongue.
But all right.
So let's move forward.
Moving forward. As you start to move forward, Porkchop, give me a perception check. So it's going to be a d20 plus your perception.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So that's going to go great. So I rolled a 3, and then plus my perception is plus 16. So that gives me a 19.
19. So with a 19, start to walk forward. You hear what you think is Thwip's voice talking to somebody else in the room, telling them that they have to kill you.
Okay.
Bad Thwip. Bad.
That doesn't sound like me.
Everyone says that when they hear their voice, you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, nobody else hears this. It's just Porkchop that hears it.
Good times. Confront Thwip about it.
I don't know. Do you?
Still a little groggy. I'm going to... my character seems a bit subservient on this, so I'm aware of it and it's in the back of my mind. But I move forward. Did it sound like... let me ask, did it sound like an immediate request or sometime in the future?
It seemed like he was saying, like, something's wrong with him. We need to kill him.
Okay, so that sounds like it's more pressing.
Yeah.
Than, like, just in general, at some point, we're probably going to need to kill him.
You're right.
He knows too much. Got it. Okay. I will, out of character, confront Thwip about that. And ask him. And read his response to see if he's lying to me.
Okay.
No, I can't intimidate. My intimidation is not great. Can I do something for sensing motive?
That would be a sense motive check.
Yes. Can I do that with Thwip? So I'll ask him if he said that, and in doing that, can I sense his motive? Yes. Let's try that.
All right. So do you want to role play this interaction?
And that's going to be a 20, right?
Yeah. It'll be a roll of 20, and then you'll add your sense motive to that.
Yeah. So that is cool. This is, I don't know what happened to my rolling. That is a 4 plus 7, so I'm sitting at 11 for this. And so I go up to Thwip, and I'm like, hey, buddy. Not a big deal. Happy I'm back awake, and good to see you guys, obviously. Good times. Quick question. Thought I heard something sounded like you. Did you tell somebody that they need to kill me? Okay, that's less encouraging than I wanted. But yeah, just like a moment ago. Did that happen? Is that a thing?
No, definitely not today. We've been fighting. No, why do you ask?
Yeah, because it's
you thought you heard that.
Just thought I heard. I don't know, maybe it's just something in the tunnels carried. So you're saying no, not you.
Definitely not me. Are you feeling okay a little bit? I go to put my hand on his little forehead to see if he's running a little frog fever.
You might be a little feverish.
Maybe we need to sit you down for a second.
The temperature of an amphibian.
That's what I was wondering too.
Is it heat, or are you trying to check if his nose is dry?
Just a wet nose.
He feels cold and clammy, but I think that's normal.
That's normal, yeah. So you assume that he's feeling sick, but it's probably just normal for him.
Did I pick up any, with my wonderful 11 roll, did I pick up anything from masking him?
With an 11, you probably wouldn't believe him.
Got it. So as he goes to touch my head, I back up a little bit, shrug it off a little bit. And suggest we continue moving on.
Did anybody else hear anything? Is this just our little guy here?
No, I didn't hear anything, but usually tune out everything you say.
No, my
That's
friend,
fair.
I heard nothing. And I have good senses.
No, it's cool, guys. It's probably just me hearing things in the tunnel. Just brought back to life and all. But I continue to keep my eyes, because I have great peripheral, on everybody.
On both sides, just...
If you're in front of me, you're probably getting away with it. But I am looking
To the sides.
the sides pretty good.
You use your tongue to clean off the eyes, too. Just make sure there's nothing.
Just make sure they're clean and ready to look.
Yeah. All right.
So we continue.
Continue walking.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking.
Continue walking.
And we're walking. This time, as you continue walking, Porkchop, give me another perception check.
Yeah. That's going to be... God, this is just going great for me. That was a 5, but at least my perception is a plus 16.
This time, as you're walking, it looks like Genny is kind of scanning around everywhere just to see if there's anything, coming, anything that's going to surprise you. And you think you get a glimpse of her with red eyes and fangs. But it's very quick.
Okay.
To be fair, I can grow fangs.
Maybe. That's why I picked
Not
you.
out of the realm of possibility.
All right, so got a lot happening for me right now. To Genny and just ask if she's feeling okay. And in doing that, in asking if she's feeling okay, would it be perception again or sensing motive in trying to figure out if she's actually feeling okay?
If you're trying to get a feeling of her intentions, that would be sense motive. If you're trying to look and see if she's got the fangs and the eyes and all that, that would be perception.
Let's do looking for the fangs and eyes to seeing if I'm going crazy.
Okay.
Also, because perception is a better multiplier. All right, so I go up and... Oh, Jesus. All right, so just so we're very clear, roll 20 just hates me right now. So I rolled a 1, but plus 16 is a 17. So I go to Genny and I was like, "Hey, girl, quick question. Just wanted to say, check to see if you're feeling all right, and say I'm glad to be back up and going, but the whole time looking to see if eyes and fangs are going on, or if I just envision that.
So
Yeah,
go ahead.
said I'm doing all right. You're the one that had to take a potion and just woke up, so maybe you're the one that's not all there.
Okay, well, there's no need to point fingers. We're just having pleasant conversations here.
When have we ever had a pleasant conversation? Me and you.
I don't
Whenever.
forget things. I just woke up.
Genny's literally never had a pleasant conversation with anybody in the party, I think.
No, there's not.
No, Diego I've never had a beef with. And Yaneeko's new.
I just got here.
So by default. Yaneeko's the best friend. Default.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, maybe you need to check your own faculties. Because Thwip didn't say nothing. And if he ever says something, it's so loud.
Okay, this is what I would call a good talk. I'm glad we did this. And did I happen to notice any how her eyes and teeth looking during this conversation?
With that roll, you would see, like, when she turned her head slightly, you'd think you'd see them, but then she turned her head back and they're gone. So it was kind of a mix of both.
Okay, real rude not looking at me when we talk, but that's fine too. Just so we're clear on that. All right, and then can I do a perception roll on myself to see how I'm feeling?
You can. I mean, really, how you're feeling is more, I guess, would be more like a heal. Or a survival, maybe, even. Yeah, because heals, like, treating wounds and all that.
Because at this point, there's two things that have kind of been disproved to me, and I'm kind of at this point, like, is it me? Which I think we all know it's not me, but, like, is it me? So I would be sitting there kind of wondering, like, okay, am I going crazy? You know, I just woke up. I don't exactly know what I drank. I have an idea, though, but maybe the rest of the party is actually under control right now. Look at this guy figuring it out. Give me a second. I'll get there. And I'm the one that just got knocked out of it. So my first question now is, do we have more of these potions that I drank? Are there more of these potions that I drank?
Not
How
that you.
synthesized is it in my blood? If I start licking people, where do we stand on this? As a party, where do we stand on me just licking people?
You do that normally anyway, so that wouldn't be out of the ordinary.
Right.
Although I have fur.
Maybe he likes that.
So how do I... All right. Yeah, let me do a check on myself to make sure what I'm thinking. So how do I have some type of clarity on this? To be like, oh, that's what's going on.
Sorry, what?
If I wanted to have some type of clarity in the... I think I just got knocked out of being under control, and maybe the rest of the team still is.
Just for something different, let's go with survival on that. It might fall more under heal, but you've already rolled a lot of heal checks.
Yeah, but like heal check was a plus 20, survival's a plus. All right, we'll see what my rolling does now. All right, so it's an 8 plus 7, so it's a 15.
A 15, you'd probably feel like there's a possibility based on some potions and that sometimes they have like a negative effect, like a side effect.
Right.
That this might be one of those side effects.
Okay. And who was the lady that we woke up?
That is Merrick. She is a vampire.
Yes. And I'm starting to wonder how many people are under vampire control right now. Especially since we're with a vampire.
Could be all of us.
Well, not all of us. Somebody's seen the light.
And Thwip did get sucked earlier from her
He
as
did.
well.
It's
So
true.
yeah.
He did.
Jeff's like, wait, what?
Never go behind closed doors with a vampire.
Right?
Sure, I missed those parts. All right. So I think I'm continuing on with the group as I try to figure out how to get at least one other person out from under vampire control to help me out some. Because that's what I think is happening.
So, you continue forward as you try to figure out what's going on with you?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So, eventually you continue walking. You start to feel, more of these issues. You see things here and there. You catch sounds here and there. You're not sure if they're actually happening or if it's just in your head or if everyone's turning against you. And you're kind of starting to become a little bit paranoid here. But eventually Merrick does lead you to the Vampire Underground. You do see a group of vampire spawn kind of guarding the entrance here. But because you have Merrick with you, she's able to talk to them and get you entrance into the Vampire Underground here. And she will take you directly to Luvik.
Finally.
Find that.
Been down in this tunnel forever.
So she takes you into the main room that's down here. So
This map is humongous.
it is a very large room.
I was going to say, they had quite the spacious palatial estate here.
Right.
Diego will look around to see how high the ceilings are in case he needs to, grow.
So you are taken through these tunnels into a grand promenade that opens up into this wide audience hall. It is decorated with elaborate tapestries and art befitting a royal of Ustalov's ancient bloodlines. Immense throne dominates the far wall, while two antechambers stand to either side of the promenade to the east and to the west. You do see someone who you believe to be Luvik because he looks very ancient, sitting on that throne. And I'll send it to Jeff so he can see it. That's Luvik.
It's a little emo. I like
A little
it.
bit.
He
Little
do be
bit.
looking ancient, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, I've been crying for centuries.
As you do enter the room, in addition to Luvik, there are also 4 vampire nobles currently attending court, discussing the politics of the day and their measured, subtle plans for manipulating the powers that openly rule Ustalov. They are all dressed in archaic finery befitting ancient Ustalovic nobles. And as you enter the room, they all turn and eye you very hungrily, very cautious about what you're doing here. Luvik, from his throne, say, "As in the days of old, those of mortal flesh stand before me, yet you do not cower like most who look upon my undying face. My servants here tell me that you come of your own free will, even with the knowledge that many here would feast upon the blood surging in your veins. But is it bravery you possess, or foolishness? I respect your boldness for now. Why have you come here, mortals?"
Well, first off, we got both bravery and foolishness in this company.
It's a pretty good mix, honestly.
Diego
Second,
looks around.
who, me?
Everybody thinks they're talking about somebody else. The foolishness.
It looks to me like it's more foolishness. Quinley, you joined them. You haven't been the Vampire Underground in a long time.
No, I haven't. But they are helping us. They are helping me.
How are they helping?
They are here to find and destroy the Whispering Way.
The Whispering Way, huh?
Yes. It's a thorn in all of your sides because it messes with your food.
Yes. I'm not a fan of the Whispering Way. But what brings you here? I'm not a friend of the Whispering Way. What can I help you with that?
Well, we believe it's all connected to murders. The killing of other vampires.
So you're here to help with these vampire murders?
I mean, yes, we want to help. And we also want to stop the Whispering Way. That's been our goal for a very long time.
That is very noble of you to help with these vampire murders, but what concern of yours are they?
I think it's more tit for tat, you know? We help solve this, they help us locate the Whispering Way, we destroy them, everyone's happy, right?
And what business do you have with the Whispering Way?
Murder, to kill them, to wipe them from this planet.
They must be stopped.
I see. Well, as I have said, I am no friend of the Whispering Way, and I would prefer to see the Whispering Tyrant remain confined in Gallows Spire, as he has been for these last 40 decades. If you find me the killer, I will tell you what I know of this cult and where they have gone.
That sounds fair. But we need to know everything about what you know about the murders, what you know about the city, and all of that secret shit that you guys do underground with your little clubs and all secret handshakes and whatnot.
Well, what I can tell you is that my people are being killed. What more do I need to know? My agents are still gathering information, but in truth, we know very little.
Well, any information that you guys have?
We do have someone in custody. Nosferatu named Ramoska Arkminos. He claims to have nothing to do with the slayings, but that one has played a mysterious game for many years. In addition, one of my retainers has acquired evidence suggesting that Caliphas's nobility are behind these attacks. Perhaps the two are related.
A quick question. What is the difference between a vampire and a Nosferatu?
Yes. A Nosferatu is a creature cursed with eternal life and hunger, but without the grace and elegance and eternal youth a true vampire. More beast than vampire, really.
So like an ugly vampire.
Yes, you could say that.
Less sparkly, yes.
Follow-up question. Can they still talk?
Yes.
Common?
Yes. He is particularly versed in common. Most Nosferatu stick to the shadows and devote their lives to...
Sir, I have a question for you. We seem to have encountered some of your spawn who seem to, well, be turning against you.
How do you mean?
Well, didn't they straight up say they were turning against him?
They were turning against Merrick. They're supposed to be her spawn.
Yeah, but...
Speak up.
Yeah, I was going to say, girl, tell them what you know.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord Luvic, you may not have experienced this yet yourself, but some of my spawn have been... They have been
Can
able
you say
to...
down to get the friction on? Oh, sorry.
It's a different kind of spawn.
They have been able to reject the sire bond and retain their free will. This is interesting. This is not something that I have experienced or have been told about.
Are you just now hearing about this?
I am. This is new to me.
Okay, so if you don't know, Then how can you trust the people underneath you?
And you seem very troubled by this. What does this mean for the greater community, vampire community?
This is very troubling. It means that we may have vampire that is killing other vampires, not just this Nosferatu.
Wait, so for the Nosferatu, did he didn't confess. He said he didn't have anything to do with it. Who said that he did what he said he did?
My retainer, Radvir Giovanni. He is the one that has gathered the evidence so far.
Is he around?
He is in the storeroom to the east. You may want to speak to... for Radvir, I was his sire.
So he could be afflicted and just pretending to listen to you?
I hope that is not the case. You may wish to investigate and gather more information here. I would also recommend speaking with Lady Evgenia. She knew many of the victims and is now convinced that she is the next victim. Her apartment lies west of here. Also, in the cathedral to the north, Desmond Cote. He may have some insight as well. And, of course, Ramoska Arakminos, the Nosferatu, is being held in the old pump room, also to the east. You can question him if you wish, though I doubt you'll get any more out of him than we already have.
So you're pointing us to also Desmond Cote. What do you believe his connection to be here?
Desmond Cote is one of my investigators. Just want to see if you can gather any more information than he is telling me. I am now suspicious of my own kin.
All right.
So it's like as a group. Excuse me, sir. 1 second. We're gonna have a quick conflab.
Sidebar.
Place looks beautiful, by the way, from a frog's perspective. Hey guys, quick question. Nobody's still trying to kill me, right? Cool. Who do you guys want to talk to first? I would say see what we get from this Nosferatu guy, and then see if it matches with what the investigators are saying.
I kind of agree with him. Yeah, it sounds like they're setting up Nosferatu to take the fall.
First of all, I just want to say this is the most pleasant conversation we've had yet. So I'm gonna. This is going in my journal. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. She puts her hands over her mouth and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him."
I heard that one. Okay.
We all did, my friend.
It's okay. Let's go
Are
over
we
to
good
the Nosferatu.
We good for going east over to Nosferatu?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's in the pump room.
Yes. Before you go, take this signet. Any vampire who sees you will know that you are my creatures and will leave you unharmed. But take care. Vampires are a very fractious lot, and even my most loyal subject would not hesitate to drain your blood if provoked, and show them the respect accorded to predators. I also demand only one thing. When you find this killer, you bring him to me. Anyone who strikes down vampire elders will face judgment from one as well.
So we get badges, is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah. You've been
All of us are just
deputized.
one.
Should I get a sash?
You guys, it's the second time we've been deputized while we've been in this town.
Oh yeah, huh?
I don't want to be that guy, but are all the badges the same size? Because I feel like I might be encumbered if they're all the same size. I may be using it as a shield.
Do you know what a homecoming mum is?
Especially the new ones.
Yes.
You need a crane to lift them.
Yes. When I was in school, like 30 years ago, they would wear them as front-facing backpacks with it lit up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So do you?
So we want to start heading east?
Yaneeko would like to kind of fade into the darkness a little bit and listen to them talk after the party leaves to see if he can gather anything.
Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
So listening in.
Yeah. Just to see if he actually didn't know that they were, breaking bonds, or if he's going to turn on us or anything like that.
All right. So give me a stealth check if you want to hide in the shadows.
33.
33. All right. So you hidden in the shadows there. As you do listen in, Luvic basically is calling his nobles there incompetent for not knowing that there were vampires turning against their sires, and so he was truly surprised that no one has brought this information to him yet.
Got it. And he talks about the party, or he's really trusting us to help solve these murders.
Yeah, he basically tells them that you are deputized under him, basically, and that you're not to be harmed. And even though they may want to, eat all of you.
Cool. All right. Well, I will bring that back to the party, catch up with them, and tell them that he's legit and trust us, and he didn't know.
Very good. Very, very good.
All right, who wants to go to the pump room?
Let's go get pumped.
Oh.
I want to pump you up.
Pump you up, Mom.
So you enter this pump room. Collection of rusted metal machinery lies behind double doors with many broken pipes extruding from the eastern wall. I'm just going to continue through this. The worked walls of... you see the worked walls of a bare room ending in rubble to the south, where the ceiling has collapsed. There's rats, centipedes, and other vermin crawling all over the floor, kind of covering this cell, this makeshift cell that has been here. At the end, out of the shadows, you do see this Nosferatu creature. You don't see him fully, you just kind of see his eyes and the outline of his head a little bit in the shadows. You hear, "Good evening. More of Luvic's spawn, are you? Come to gloat some more? I can see you're no vampires. His loyal slaves, then, fawning over his grace, while your true mind screams silently and helplessly inside? No? Then what business do you have with me? Perhaps you came to free me. If so, I can assure you I would be most grateful."
He says that, but the way he says it doesn't sound very, he sounds kind of snotty.
Nah, I think not.
So, show my badge. Badge with a B. That I just got from the head vampire Ludwig, and say, "Look,
Not from surgery.
we are investigating these murders that you're being, I'm going to say, framed for."
Yes, Luvic suspects that I might have something to do with the murders of vampires in the city, but he is sadly mistaken.
No, and I totally believe you. I'm a big good cop. I totally believe you. It's just that they have this evidence against you. Can you help? What's your side of it?
Yes, well, all I can say is I believe that he is scared. And my kind and his, though similar in some ways, are actually quite different. I am an outsider who serves a powerful master, and Luvic feels threatened by this. He needs scapegoat, and I fit the role well. I suspect my recent work with the Whispering Way might have something to do with it as well.
Oh, you know the Whispering Way too?
I do.
And you work with them?
I am both a student of the arcane and an alchemist by trade. The Whispering Way hired me to test the potency of a potion they are creating, a powerful admixture providing a path to lichdom. I hasten to add that I am no supporter of their goals, but the opportunity to test my expertise on such a concoction proved too enticing to resist.
How close did you get to completing it?
I would say we got pretty far in the creation.
I'd love to see
Pretty
those
far,
notes
as in,
sometime.
where is this potion now?
Well, some has been.
How do they test it?
I mean,
Like,
they
how-
mean
how-
to. They
Drink this,
obviously
give you
mean to
knowledge.
administer it to someone.
That's dead, right? That makes you a lich?
Well, judging by the formula that I studied, this would be someone of great importance, as it was crafted for a specific person. My personal favorite for the potion's recipient is Prince Adjuad Ordranti, ruler of all of Ustalov.
Oh, so this goes all the way up to the top.
Quick question, Frog Guy here. You mentioned you work for a master, though. Who is your master?
I cannot say.
Or you
I'm
will
sworn
not
to-
say?
I am sworn to secrecy.
But it's not the Whispering Way, because they just hired you to raise a lich, right?
Correct.
How are you meeting them?
I would hand them off to a member of the Whispering Way. I was never given a name, just a location to drop things off. I studied this in my own lab, and would take the samples that I created and study them. Again, never got a name, never saw a face, so I couldn't help you there.
Why do you think they're saying killer?
I'm an easy scapegoat, because I am a Nosferatu. They do not like my kind.
Are there a lot of Nosferatu in this town?
There are some. There are some anywhere you can find vampires, but we are not common. Something goes wrong in the transformation process, and that's what creates the Nosferatu.
Were you working alone or with somebody else on this, or with anybody else?
I do most of my work alone.
So Nosferatus are like toilet babies. I didn't say that. That's just out of character.
Uh-huh.
I'm calling the toilet baby to his face.
Uh-huh. You tell him that to his face. That's the nicest thing anyone has said to me. To be clear, I did mention the prince, ruler of Ustalov. I do not believe the cultists created this elixir at the prince's request. It is meant to poison someone, to force such a transformation, even against the unwilling. You could save him, or whoever it's meant for, if you help me.
If you found some of that residue, could you identify this poison?
Perhaps I would need my lab and my study utensils.
No, I was gonna grab Porkchop by the back of the neck and shove his face and point at the crust on his mouth. Is that it?
I need a much fresher sample than that.
We could just ask Porkchop, too. He's amiable to it.
No, he's all paranoid. He's not gonna do that.
Yes, I would need a fresher sample than that. But I will say, I am an innocent man. I have not been committing these murders. If you clear my name by finding the real vampire murderer, I'll tell you all that I know of the Whispering Way and their recent activity. I'm sure you already know that they have left Caliphas. I can tell you where they've gone, and perhaps study the sample of the elixir in more detail to see if I can find anything more. All I learn, I will share with you.
That seems pretty fair. So do we get badges? I mean, we've got two. I'm doing a collection like at Disneyland. Those little pins.
I do not think a badge from a prisoner is something that would be a good sign for you.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could use it to talk to other Nosferatu or whatever. But if you don't have one, I'm okay with you don't have one.
Yes, I do not have much more that I can offer as far as badges. You can have the centipede. That can work as a badge.
Tasty.
Thank
Now,
you.
Okay, just for one person. That's nice.
Porkchop wanted to eat it too.
Who's the one that actually arrested you?
That would be Radvir.
Okay.
Something strange about that one. I don't know what it is, but there's something strange about him.
What do you mean by strange?
Most of Luvik's kin follow him like a lovesick puppy. But Radvir, he is different.
Oh, what he say, Spill?
There's nothing he said in particular, just a sense that I get. I'm very observant as one that keeps to the shadows, and he is different.
Different as in he has freer will than the other ones?
I mean, perhaps I don't know what would qualify in breaking his sire bond, but he may have some free will. Maybe he has a much longer leash than some of the others do.
Interesting.
Hey guys, I say we go talk to that guy.
Yeah, so that's gotta be our next move.
Sweet. All right.
All right, thank you very much, Toilet Baby. Where was he located last? Remember?
North of you. D7.
All right, we want to head up, guys?
Let's
And
go.
gals?
Yeah, let's go to D7, and on the way, we should probably be like, let's play it cool, because this guy totally did it.
I'm just like,
he did it.
yeah,
We're playing a vampire game of Clue.
basically.
Just got done talking to that totally guilty dude. Nothing to see here. Badge.
Just
Badge.
saying,
Badge.
he's pointing at you.
So you knock on the door, or
It is open, so what you see here, you see a sign bearing the symbol of a needle and thread hanging outside of a wooden door, marking a buried building as some sort of tailor shop. And the door is open. As you open the door, you do see a man appearing to make alterations to an outfit. One moment, please. This stitch is very difficult. Are you here to pick up or drop off?
we're here to ask some questions.
Question?
Particularly about-
Radvir.
Yes, I am Radvir.
So, you run the tailor shop here?
Yes.
Cool. So we just talked to the guy that you're... the guy that you're... the guy that you have chosen for the murders. The Nosferatu.
Naruska in.
Yes, I brought Ramoska Arachminos in.
First of all, good job at that.
Yeah, he looks skilled. You know
Yes,
that
he is
did
quite
something.
ugly. You could never see him in one of these garments. That's for sure.
No, I mean, what is this? Wool?
That is, how could you tell? I mean, wool is not hard to tell, but yes. We also have some spider silk over here. We also have some other... I have garments here that could date back across all the different centuries of garments. This one here that I'm working on is a 300-year-old repair. Hence
got
why
anything
this
in a
stitch is quite
brocade?
difficult. Anything in what?
A brocade?
Oh yes, I have plenty. No, you here to shop or you here to ask a question? I am perfectly fine if you want to shop.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Okay.
You know, Phil's always trying to shoehorn some shopping in on these episodes.
Jenny be
Basically,
shopping.
it's a bunch of all noble garments from across different centuries.
So yeah, we're gonna ask about the Nosferatu. So how do you know he did it? Oh, also, just so you know, we're on the up and up. We're asking for Ludwig, asking on behalf of Ludwig.
You see, I do recognize his signet there. So, yes. Here, I can show you these documents that I have. I've taken these in my investigation from several minor members of the Caliphas aristocracy. These missives identify very specific vampire elders and their lairs and commission their deaths in an attempt to deprive the vampires of leadership. Now, Ramoska Arkminos, the reason I brought him in is because he is servant of one of Ustalov's nobles. And he was contracted to carry out these killings.
Who is he a servant of? Does it say?
He points to one of the names on the documents. He was this one. This one. That's who he was.
I can't. You know how you get older and you can't quite read. What does that say?
That says Barry.
Berry?
Yes.
Like the fruit?
Like coffin?
Barry Allen.
No. Berry. That's not like a very aristocratic name, you know?
It's probably a nickname.
Is that like a family name?
It could be. That's the only name that I have here on these documents.
Servant of Barry Allen. Okay. Why would Barry Allen want to kill vampires?
Because they're faster than him? I don't know.
He gets in a lot of foot races with vampires?
I mean, I don't know what he does in his off time. I don't know what he does for his day job. I don't know what he does.
So how do you know that he was hired by the Nosferatu to take out other vampires?
This document here.
Well, yes, okay. Do you have a magnifying glass or something?
No, I do not need one.
Fair. I just... all that stitching and threading needles, I thought maybe you would need, you know, something to look better, but okay.
I look fine, thank you very much.
Oh, and you do this suit, and she does the little thing where she puts her fingers on the lapel.
Yes.
Very nice.
Give me a sense motive check while you're talking to him.
Ooh, that's good. 18 plus 7, so whatever that adds up to.
25. He is not telling the full truth.
Really? Because Barry Allen, the fastest man alive, was...
Let's pull a fast one on you right now.
Does anybody have linguistics?
I do.
I do too, I think. Yeah, I do.
Is this to read the documents better?
Yes.
Also, she was faking the not reading. She wanted him to say the name out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 20 not natural for linguistics.
20? Right. Anybody else have that?
I got 12.
I am not trained.
I do not have linguistics.
Okay. From the names that are on these documents, the ones that you can read, does anybody have knowledge nobility or knowledge local?
No, I have knowledge religion.
I've got knowledge nobility.
A knowledge
Okay.
local.
Right. Go ahead and
I have
roll
knowledge local.
either of those. 10's not going to get you much.
15 under knowledge local.
Also not going to get you very much.
Ooh, but I do have knowledge local as well, so that's a little higher. 21.
21. What'd you get on the nobility?
Let me see. Roll the ability as well. 17.
17. All right, never mind on all of that. So you got these documents that he's showing you. He's not being super helpful, and he seems kind of cagey a little bit.
Oh, what about Quinley? Does he know any of these names?
Oh, that's a good idea, Quinley. What knowledges does Quinley have? He's got knowledge local. Oh, he's got a good knowledge local too. Let's see. Oh, that's...
That feels good.
All right. So Quinley is able to recognize these names that are listed out on these documents, and he remembers that all of them have conveniently left Caliphas.
They left Caliphas, or they left Caliphas?
They left Caliphas, and they haven't been seen in Caliphas since before these murders took place.
So he's going to relay that information here, though. Not in earshot of this guy.
Okay.
Diego did a poor attempt at intimidate. He got a whopping 13. So he's going to say, "Why do you think that our friend Nosferatu is the only person involved in these murders?"
Well, I mean,
With
it's
the
obvious.
13, he says it like the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
Yes. Dudes, hey.
I mean, it's obvious that it's because he's the only one that is connected to one of these nobles. Most of them do not have vampire connections, but he happens to be the seventh of one. So who better to carry out the killings of vampires than in Nosferatu, who can lurk in the shadows? It all adds up. It makes sense if you put the pieces together.
While we're here, I also wanted to ask, and maybe I'll do a sense motive, and while I'm asking it, but wanted to ask if he's heard of any of these. Has he heard of any vampires who are have gone off on their own?
Ooh, I like it.
Let's see if he's telling the truth. So, all right, I'm not really helpful with that. My sense motive is +7, and I rolled, and so 17 on sense motive. But hey, frog guy down here, how you doing? Beautiful shop. Nothing fits. Great. Don't care about small people. Quick question: have you heard of any of these? Have you heard of any vampires just shucking their masters, just doing their own thing? Heard anything about this?
No. What do you mean by that? That doesn't seem like something that a vampire should be able to do.
Genny kicks Porkchop in the back of the legs.
Porkchop's leg is now broken.
No, it wasn't hard. It was just it's basically a shut up.
Duly noted.
But she's not going to say that. She's going to distract. She pulls a garment off one of the racks, and it's like this beautiful red dress, like a big old princess dress. And she goes, "This is so pretty. Do you have this in like a green?"
A green. I don't have one in exactly that style in green, but I've got one very similar. I could show you.
Oh,
so he seems like he was rattled by the question, though?
Oh, yeah. He was very rattled by that question.
I was going to say, because Yaneeko rolled a 28 on sense motive on that.
Oh, yeah.
28?
Yeah.
On sense motive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was making that whole shit up.
Okay.
So what's with this dress?
This emerald green dress here with the boning and the piping. Why does this all sound sexual?
You're making it so. I mean,
Stop boning your dresses.
Those are actual design terms.
Do you mind if I try it on?
Yes, but of course, dressing room is...
Yeah, she goes back in the dressing room with the dress. tries
Diego
it on.
follows to the door. He doesn't go inside, but he follows to the door.
She's waving her hand like, stealth. If you're going to follow, be stealthy. So she's trying it on. She asks, could you help? And you know how to lace up the back. I'm assuming that it's one of those lace up corset type things.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
so yeah,
that's what
she
I
has
imagine.
To do that.
It looks like.
And then she's just gonna ask him while she's doing that. How's she gonna say this? I'm just, you know what? I'm so glad I can get away from the boys. Just do something girly. It just helps to get away, not be attached all the time. Do you ever feel that way with Luvic?
I don't know what you mean. Luvic is my sire, and
No, I know, and Thwip. I mean, he's the leader of this whole group, right? But sometimes, man,
really?
he just
I wouldn't have pictured him as the leader.
Neither would I. Frankly, don't tell him I said that. He's gonna get so mad at me. Don't tell him I said that. But it's sometimes you just wonder, why are they in charge and not me?
Well, for Luvic's because he sired me. That's why he's in charge and not me.
But what does that matter? I mean, you're so talented, and I'm guessing pretty smart. You have all those documents, and you found a killer all by yourself?
I mean, he's still under investigation, but I mean, everything is leading directly to him. It seems pretty open and shut for a case.
You would think so, but nobody else figured it out. You figured it out by yourself.
I did.
How does this look? And she gives a twirl.
It looks like perfection on you.
How much is it?
Tell you what. You wear this around, say it came from me, and I'll give you a very large discount.
How large?
Let's say I would give this to you for 50 gold pieces.
50 gold that's really generous. Why do you think the people seeing me in the dress is going to make them want to buy it?
Well, because of how you look in it, of course. That's how I make my living. Well, my unliving.
If you weren't...
It's called marketing.
If you weren't, attached down here, what would you do? Would you make clothes for mortals?
Perhaps. It's what I have always done. And maybe you can be my connection to the immortal world and getting my creations to the surface.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. So you plan to do this for a very long time, right?
Oh, of course.
So
I need an empire to spread.
You have no connection with the Whispering Way, right?
Oh no, why would I have a connection with the Whispering Way? They are all about turning everyone undead, and where would my creations go? They're all undead.
I don't know, but all roads lately that we've been on have led right back to the Whispering Way.
Sounds pretty dark.
It's very dark. I'm just so scared. I'm just a lady.
Perhaps we should show your friends this dress?
Oh, absolutely. Can I do a sense motive on when we were talking about Ludwig?
Mm-hmm.
How he felt about that conversation?
Mm-hmm. Shoot.
Can I do... Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it. I just want to see what it is. It's 10. It's 10 total.
Yeah, you're not gonna get much from him from that. Inconclusive.
Now, while they're busy and we're still out in the room, Could I do a perception check to see if there's any other clues in the room that might help us?
You can.
No. Wasn't actually ready for yes on that. 1 second. Oh, look at me. 19 plus 16, so 35.
35?
On looking around, while they're busy looking around the room, being like, is there anything else in here that could give us a clue as to what's going on that we could use?
Okay. Let me see. I mean, you look around, you see more like orders for things to be altered. You see the order for this 300-year-old courtier's outfit that he was working on.
The confession letter said I did it.
That would be it.
Trying to look, see what else he has in this room. It's mostly just documents and stuff in here that you find. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of stuff in here.
I'm not in the room, but I would pocket the documents that he showed us earlier. We'll just...
Yeah, do we need to steal things? We're dead on that.
I mean, if he's not in the room, you can just pocket him. If he's in the room, then it would be a sleight of hand.
Yeah, so we'll just... Who's got bigger pockets than a frog? I think it's going to be noticeably sticking out of my pockets, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. These are regular-sized papers, and I do not have big pockets.
Yaneeko can swipe them.
So I guess we come out, and I give him 50 gold.
Thank you for your purchase. I assume you're wanting to wear this garment out of the store.
Absolutely. Hey, what do you guys think? She does a twirl.
Oh my god, so pretty.
It's stunning.
It looks great. Don't kick me again. It looks good.
I guess we got what we needed, you guys. This dress.
And what an excellent dress it is. Be sure to take care of that dress. It is an antique, and would hate for you to get anything like blood on it.
Well, blood and green
stains
don't
are so
go
hard
together.
to get out.
Absolutely, I get it. I'm gonna walk out of the store and immediately do a magic, detect magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
You detect magic. You don't really detect anything other than what
okay,
you guys
so
are
there's
carrying.
nothing on the dress, right?
No, nothing on the dress.
And then I say, get this fucking thing off of me. God, I hate this shit. I had to buy this stupid dress just to try and get information. I didn't get a whole lot, but he don't like his boss. I can tell you that.
And Yaneeko says, yeah, and he was lying the whole time. I could sense it.
Yeah, it definitely seemed a little uneasy whenever my buddy Porkchop here asked him about his ties.
And Quinley had something to say that I forgot.
The names
What
on the
did Quinley know
documents
from his knowledge local?
There's all the names of the nobles on the documents where had left town before the murders.
So yeah, he'll relay that information.
Oh, we should probably tell you we stole those documents while you were busy working out a discount for your dress.
Well, I didn't know he was going to give me a discount for this thing.
Are you still human?
I think so. And then she pops her fangs out.
Also, if anybody has appraise, give me an appraisal on this dress.
I rolled a net. Go ahead. Rolled a nat 20.
There you go.
You can easily tell that this is just a costume piece. It's not actually an antique.
Oh, you got swindled.
Damn.
Should we go in? Go back. All in a
No, because buying of the dress was... she doesn't want this thing. She's a soldier. She doesn't wear dresses. It was subterfuge. It was the price of doing an investigation. So she stuffs it in the bag of holding. Like, doesn't even fold it. Just balls it up, puts it in there.
Something throws it in.
So yeah, both done hornswoggled each other.
And then who do we want to talk to next?
As you say that, they'll be standing here by the door. Give me a perception check.
1.
16.
Nada. 10.
With the 25, you get the last tendrils of, looks like, gaseous form escaping from the door and leaving.
Oh no.
And we'll see you next time.
Oh god.
Oh! It's like, get back here, you fart!
He's stuck out.